All right, let's kick things off in the kitchen this morning. Good, authentic Italian food. It can be hard to find, especially if you know your Italian food. And that is what we're making in the Stone Creek Kitchen today with the executive chef. We've got Nick, and he said, pronounce it like avocado. Gallicado.
Gallicado.
Yes, I got it. All right. He's from a brand new restaurant. It is called Mia Francesca, and it is up in DC Ranch. So glad to have you on the show today.
Thank you. Thank you very much for having me.
You know, when I think Italian, I think heavy Italian. I think lasagna, and I just think a heavy meal that's just going to make you want to just take a little nap afterwards. Yours is a little different.
Ours is a little different. It's more of a northern Italian, northern Tuscany. We incorporate a little bit of cream and butter into some of our sauces.
Okay.
And there's also a lighter approach with some of our cuisine.
Okay.
And yeah.
And that's what you're making this morning, is a lighter approach.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Absolutely.
What are we going to start with? And I would love to help you if you'll let me.
Absolutely. We're going to do the pea pod salad. Actually, it's one of my favorites. It's very light, crisp, fresh. We do everything in-house every day. All fresh sourced ingredients.
Now, is a pea pod salad, is it an authentic Italian salad, or you have a little bit of sort of
There's a little bit of a
too?
variance, but yeah, it's primarily Italian.
Okay.
But what we're going to do is we're going to start with the pea pods. I typically will blanch them for about a minute, minute and a half.
So that just means putting the stuff that you buy at the store in the hot water just for a minute.
Yeah, and usually I do 1 gallon of water to maybe a cup of salt, and that also enhances the flavor of the vegetable.
Okay.
Not only that, but it also kind of locks in the chlorophyll of the, which makes it a more intense green.
It's really pretty green.
Thank you.
Okay, so what are we putting in this salad?
Okay, the first thing we're going to do, let me get a bowl. Now what I like to do first is, we can go ahead and, if you'd like to peel the cucumber.
Sure.
First thing I'd like to do is...
the whole thing?
Just go ahead and peel the whole thing.
Okay. Got it.
Perfect.
Pretty good at this.
Absolutely.
So the ingredients are going to be a cucumber, we've got tomato.
We have Roma tomatoes.
Gosh, it feels like I'm going forever. Is this a joke? Is this like a non-stop cucumber?
You're almost there.
Okay.
There, that's perfect. Now we can remove some of this out of the way.
Okay.
With that, so we can have a clear
It already
service.
smells so fresh.
Now what I like to do after that is, of course, if you'd like to take off the ends.
Okay.
There you go.
Nice sharp knife. I don't really know what that's all about.
Always. Can't do it without it. And then what I typically do for this particular dish is we do a coin cut. So if you just want to go right down the line, and
I can't.
there you
do
go.
it, because
All
you're
right.
a lot faster, and I want to see how this goes. All right, you're not that much faster. I thought this was going to be like something phenomenal.
Well, it's a demonstration, so I'd like to give you the opportunity.
All right, you know what? I
to
tell you what, you do that. We already have it all sort of cut up, so
Absolutely.
for timing purposes,
Sure.
let's get all the goodness going.
All right, you got it. Now what we're going to do, we're going to start with a little bit of lemon juice.
Okay.
Fresh squeezed lemon juice. Kind of get it into the bowl. Just get a good surface area, kind of
And
where
I
it's
believe
covered.
we have the recipe on our website too, so that
Yes.
we can get the exact amounts.
And then we go in with extra virgin olive oil. I like to use extra virgin because it's more, it gives more of a creaminess to, mouthfeel.
Okay.
That's kind of what I like to use the term as.
Not as harsh.
Not so much that it's harsh, but it's a richer flavor.
Okay.
So we go in here with this, and then typically, I had a whisk somewhere, but sometimes you...
Let's use...
You can use your hands.
Yeah,
Your
how
hands
about
are your
our
best
spoon?
tool. Absolutely.
We'll use our spoon.
Absolutely. So we kind of get it, it's a loose emulsification, which means it's not combined or bound together.
Right.
So I like to go in here, add a little salt, maybe another little pinch here, maybe some pepper.
Gosh, the ingredients are really simple.
Very simple. I mean, easy to do at home.
Can I start adding the good stuff
Absolutely.
in? I'm ready.
Go for it.
Okay. So we've got the peas.
The pea pods, yep.
Now what? Does it matter?
No, it really doesn't. There's no
Tomatoes.
consecutive order. There you go. I like to put a little parsley in there. It helps to brighten the colors.
Now the cucumbers, we're going to keep them whole. Or
Yes, we are.
That big.
Absolutely.
Okay.
So, and then basically we're just going to kind of toss it. You add a little more parsley because it kind of helps bring out more contrast in the dish.
I think I try to cover up flavor so much. Like I would be putting a heavy Italian dressing or something on that, but I need to learn just to... You want to taste actually what you're making.
Well, there's a nice balance with this because you have the acidity from the citrus, and then you have the sweetness from the pea pods, and it really kind of comes together, and then the extra virgin olive oil coats it.
Makes
so
it good.
I'm going to actually go ahead and plate it. If you could hand me that bowl over there.
And while you're plating this, tell me what we're going to be making in our next segment.
We're going to be making our rigatoni bolognese.
Ooh, now that sounds meaty and saucy and
Oh, yeah.
heavy. Like typical Italian?
It's very
Okay, good.
traditional.
Okay, and we also have this amazing salmon dish that we're going to make when we come back as well, later in the show.
Yes.
All right, Nick, great job, and I
Thank
will
you.
check in with you, and we'll taste that in
All right.
just a little bit.